What's up guys? So today is another day. I have another video for you. It's going to be a really quick one. It's going to be about the Knight and Squire system. I'm just going to talk over it. A couple of recordings that I did with me and my friends, and we're just going to go over the system. I'm going to try to make a 3-minute video, 5-minute video of how to actually do a Knight and Squire system, yeah? So let's just get into it, guys. Alrighty. The first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and hit the escape button and go ahead and find your Knight and Squire system. And in order to become a Knight, you have to be level 500 or higher, and if to be a Squire, you have to be 500 and lower, right? I'm going to pause it here. Now, how the system works is that if you are most veteran of your group of friends and you want to bring your friends to play, you can make them your Squire, and you can set up a party or warband, which I'll show you later, that they could use when you guys are playing together, right? That way your friend who is way behind, because it does take a while to get your guys' stuff, they could use your guys' warband, right? Use your warband, right? And this is going to help them catch up in a way and just use your stuff, and that way you could teach them the mechanics and stuff and everything, and they don't have to repair unit kits or anything like that. It's kind of just a plug and play. They get to come in and play like that, right? But anyways, the menu is going to show you a couple of boxes. You could be a trio, right? Bring in 2 friends, or you could just have 1 friend. It doesn't really matter. And you could go ahead and press the bottom left-hand corner if you want to recruit anybody who's random in the world, or you're just too lazy to find your friend's name. Now, you could also click the Add Squire. You click that button and actually click their name, and then you'll find them in a list, and you just go ahead and recruit them. Now, on your friend's side, it's going to be almost the same menu. Hit escape, go ahead and go into that menu, and it's going to be a icon, exclamation mark. It's going to show you, and you're going to accept it. It's going to be your friend's name. You're going to hit accept, and once you're accepted, your friend is going to be the Squire, right? Or you're going to be the Squire to your friend. And what they're going to do is now pick a unit that allows you to use while you are offline. So what happens is you'll select the unit for your friend, and they're going to be able to use that unit when you're not on. The only time you could really use your friend's warband is if you guys are in the same party together and you guys are playing the same matches. You could do it in sieges, or you could do it in PvE, right? And that's how that would work. So you're going to go ahead and see it on my screen here. And what you're going to do is hit the plus sign. You're going to select the unit for your friend to use. I would recommend, if you have Yorks, to give it to your friend so then they can do the PvE stuff really easy, and it allows them to farm the bots in the early game when you're offline. Super easy. Just remember, when you bring him into your party, you guys in a party, and you queue up, whoever's the highest, that's the lobby that you guys going to be playing at. So remember, in terms of lobby, it's going to be 0 to 200, which is a lot of bots, 200 to 500, which is players and bots. There's smurfs in between these lobbies. You got to take account of that, but majority is all bots. You guys can farm that. And a 500, 750 is really where the early game is, and a 750 to 1000 is where kind of the mid game is. People are not really too good, and at 1000, that's where all the end game players are, the people who knows the mechanics, people who knows how to play the game, stuff like that, right? So don't feel intimidated playing the early game. But anyways, going back to our system here, you're gonna go ahead and give them a unit, and then when you give them the unit, you want to make sure you put all your doctrine stuff first, because if you don't, you're gonna have to strip that unit away, then do it, because they won't let you put doctrines on it while you lend that unit to your friend. And you can still use your unit, right? When you're getting into the game, it's just you can't fix it while you give it to your friend. That's how that works. And once you do that, you just click the plus sign, and you just give them the unit. You could give them any unit really that allows you to give them. So on their end, it's gonna pop up, and those are gonna be the units that they could use while you're offline. And let's say you guys are different time play schedules, whatever, they could use your units while you're offline. They could farm the easy lobbies and stuff like that, because your unit that you give to your Squire, if you're the Knight, right, should be higher than anything they have. And if they're having troubles, just make sure you send them to my guides of like the beginner series, and in that way they can farm the early game lobby so they can do their seasonal quests and stuff like that. But we'll go on here. Now, what you're gonna want to do, you're gonna go to Mentor's Party. Once you go to Mentor's Party, you're gonna click on the button that says Configure Knight Shared Lineup, and when you do that, that is gonna be the lineup that you're gonna let your friends use when you're in the same party, right? So if you have the meta units and everything, they could use those units. For example, if you're level 1000 or higher and you have like the good units, you could go ahead and set it up, and then basically your Squires or your friends will be able to use all those units. It'll be 1-for-1 cutout, you know, of what you put in there for them. So for my friend, I'm actually gonna give him Yorks, because if we do Bandit Raids, they can use that, and I'll give him Queens because Queens is kind of meta. Berserkers, because they like Berserkers when I gave them Berserkers way back, and then just Filler, which is, you know, the weakest unit. But anyways, so that is basically the Knight and Squire system. Now we're gonna show you in the Bandit Raids, because it could happen in sieges and bandits where you could use it as a party, right? So I'm gonna invite him into my group, and we're gonna go and do a Bandit Raid real fast, and then you'll see how it is. And now on his end, what you're going to see, right, you see it on his end here, there's gonna be a button where you click on Use Knight Shared Lineup, and when they click it, it's gonna pop up on their end there, and they're just gonna be able to use it. You just hit click and hit OK, and he wants to use the Yorks, right? So this is the thing that we set up. Now he's able to use that warband. He doesn't have to use his own warband. He could use your warband. So that's gonna be really cool. Also, when you guys are doing banner raids, you guys could do it together, and you guys will get bonus EXP per week. Okay, so that's why I highlight it. You guys will see it there. Make sure you guys do it per week together. You guys get that extra, I think 225,000 EXP, which is almost 1 level past level 10 for most units. Yeah, guys. So that is the Knight and Squire system. Just remember, when you guys are doing it and you guys are playing in an actual lobby, just remember, this is crucial.
crucial. You're bringing your friend into your guys' lobby, right? And if he doesn't know the mechanics, it's going to be really difficult. Some people might say just make another alt, but I say that just takes too long, right? It's better just to let them use your unit, and that way you can teach them mechanics and guide them, teach them about the game and stuff like that so that they enjoy it. And then make sure you have them set their seasonal quests to unlock certain units. Let them get a feel for it. They might like to pick some units that they might like, you know. It doesn't have to be stats and all nerdy and shit. Just let them have fun, right? Anyways, guys, that is my quick tutorial on the Knight and Squire system. That way you guys know exactly how it works and stuff like that. That would be it for today. Before I leave though, be sure to use this promo code, gift code that you guys see on the screen, so you guys could receive 100 unit medals and 1 free purple era unit to make your grinding a lot easier. And especially if your friends is new, make sure they redeem that code and have them redeem a purple unit, right? Don't get IPGs, because I think the quest makes you get IPGs, but yeah, try to guide them on that. Anyways, if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button so you guys can help me out and have my videos recommended to you in the future. Other than that, guys, that is it for today. So as always, before I leave, mouth is wet. Goodbye.